Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here for another Masochist episode. Last episode was one of those episodes where I couldn't really believe the decks my opponents were playing. They somehow were worse than ours. I'm not really sure what was going on last episode, but we did get quite a few wins. Unfortunately, we didn't get a ton of great pulls. I think the most notable card was the Ultimate Offering. That's really the only good one. We did get a second copy of Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi. Maybe we'll build a normal deck in the future, who knows, but those are really the only two cards that I thought were noteworthy at all. I think the rest were pretty bad. We did get a Guardian Sphinx and another Exodia piece. Which one was it? We got the left leg, so not that bad. We also got a Shining Peacephilia. Not great for what we're doing currently, but overall, those are really the only notable pulls, so let's just hop back into the games. I really didn't get a chance to test out the Ultimate Offering yet. I feel like it is a decent card. So it lets us normal summon cards out of our hands, so I feel like it could be decent, but ultimately I feel like it would be better in maybe some of our other like test decks that we're using to try to get cards out of hands. I feel like this deck doesn't have like that big of a problem with it. I feel like it's mostly like the other ones. So, I guess we'll see how it goes right now, honestly. The Kaiser Sea Snake honestly keeps being a brick. It's kind of a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Well, he gave me a kaiju, I guess I'm gonna cherish it. Try to protect it a little bit, why not? Not fantastic for us. That's fine at the end of the day. Well. Good enough for me. Okay. So I'm assuming they're just gonna return the kaiju back to their deck. So that's fine with us. Honestly, I think the play is just going as slow as possible with our opponent's deck. Really don't think we have to rush anything, so we should be fine for now. Okay. That's like an okay play, I think. Well, they don't control any cards anymore. They're just gonna go for the negate. That is fine with us, I think. I was gonna go for the blood necklace just to be funny, but that's okay with us. Guess we go for our level 7 synchro instead. Not too bad. We got them on a 2-turn clock, so if all goes well, this should be it. They did search a kaiju, but I don't really think that matters too much. So obviously that we'll just get the kaiju, so it's not like the end of the world. Okay. Good game. Pretty sure what exactly the strategy was. I think they were just playing like kind of a stall deck with like time lords and kaijus and stuff like that. Kind of interesting. Whoops. Nope. Not that pack. This one. There we go. Ooh, the other dog Mary. I think we got the dog Mary a few episodes ago. Now we got the dog Mary to pair with that. Overall, they won't do anything, but still kind of funny. This card is just like okay, like 1800 plus a little bit of burn. Fortunately, we're not playing that type of card, so. Soul Taker is kind of an interesting card. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, then your opponent gains 1,000 life points. Honestly, this is actually kind of a good card. It's just like straight up removal. They gain 1,000 life points, which kind of sucks for us, but it just destroys anything, which is kind of nice. So I'm kind of tempted to play it. Let's see if we can get anything good for the master pack, though. Divine Wrath, not a terrible card, honestly. Also, Morph King, I think, is like kind of okay, right? If this card is normal special summon to target one of their face-up monster on the field, you cannot special summon monsters from the next deck except synchro monsters for the rest of this turn. Also, change this card's level to the level of that target. If you do gain life points equal to that target's level times 200. During your main phase, you can special summon one fiend monster with a level lower than this card from your hand. Okay. Yeah, not that bad. Just because it can like level modulate. It kind of depends on like the other monsters on the field though. Then Lemon Magician Girl. Yeah, I don't think we're playing the Magician Girls. Divine Wrath is pretty good, and then the Morph King is pretty solid. Let's hope this is kind of okay. Okay. This card is actually pretty good. You can just special summon it by banishing 3 cards of different types. And then just banish 1 monster and 2 spells and traps from your opponent's field and or graveyard. That's really good. Honestly, I think we're gonna probably throw it in, to be honest. It is a bit slow, it requires some setup, but honestly, I think it's kind of worth it. I'm just not really sure what to take out for it, though, at the same time. I will say it is a tad slow. Just because we can't use it, like, right away. But it is, like, a really good card, overall. So. We are playing kind of a balanced deck as well, so it's not like we're not playing any spells and traps. Just not really sure what we put in for it. We also have Divine Wrath we could put in as well, just because that's a really good card. The only reason I don't want to put in Divine Wrath is because we're playing continuous traps just for the masterpiece. So that's kind of why I got that in there. And then Soul Taker is also kind of tempting. I'm not really sure what to do here. Honestly, I kind of want to take out the Ignis Heat. I don't think Ignis Heat has been doing too much for us. So I kind of want to take out Ignis Heat for a little bit. Maybe put in the Lord of Missing Burrows for at least a little bit, just to test it out. You can always like put Ignis Heat back in if this card doesn't work out. Let's just test out this card for a while. think we just summon Bullblader and pass turn on that. I think our deck plays under Necro Valley decently well. I don't think we use the graveyard a lot besides to draw hands, so I think that should be fun. Let's use artifacts, because why not, I guess. Doesn't really make too much of a difference. Okay. Let's activate this in the end phase. I don't know what this does. Okay. It's just a really delayed ad. Fair enough. We're not going for game here, so honestly, I'm not going to use the jelly cannon just yet. No reason to. GG's. Duel wasn't too bad. Kinda cool seeing Gravekeepers for the first time in a while, though. Like, I don't see them enough anymore. They're officially back in Plat 4. Kind of exciting stuff. No legacy tickets. Kind of disappointing. Let's claim our one master pack then. Silver Sentinel, I think, does something. It is an Earth Warrior, by the way, as well. You can set this card from your hand in your spell trap zone as a spell card. During the end phase of the turn, this set card in your spell and trap zone was destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard. Target one card your opponent controls. If possible, special summon this card from your grave, and if you do, destroy that target. Kind of funny. It is an Earth Warrior. I think that's the most important thing, so we could play it hypothetically. Damn, that's just bad. Maple Maiden. If this card is special summoned, declare one attribute. This card gains the following effect. All face-up monsters become that attribute. Okay. You can target one monster in your opponent's main monster zone. Your opponent must send one card among its adjacent monster zones or spell trap zones to the graveyard. Okay. Interesting. This is kind of a decent card, I guess. It's kind of weird. It has removal, but it's like kind of really janky removal. I guess we can toss it in. I will say it is extremely situational, but kind of funny nonetheless, so we will play it. I'm going to take out the Bazoo. We're never going to play that card, I'm pretty sure, so there's no point in running it. Let's just hop right back in. Unfortunately, since we're in Plat 4, I'm pretty sure we're just going to lose 4 straight games and fall back to Plat 5 before we can get any more, so we'll see though. Not the craziest hand in the world, I will say. Really sure what we do through this. They didn't end on an Elbaz once, so we can't go into this dragon just to hopefully save us. Which kind of sucks, but that is alright. We can just go for the Kaiju and then synchro summon into 6, I guess. If that does anything. Or it's just gonna get negated. That is also an option. Okay. I have no idea what just happened, but they were winning, and then they just completely stopped playing. I guess we just have to be thankful that they just gave up, I guess. It wasn't a surrender, they just stopped playing, so maybe something came up. But okay, I won't question it, fair enough. I'll just take my legacy tickets and run. Of all the SR, this is not one I need. Target one level 4 fire beast warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position but negates effects. This actually isn't that bad of a card. Huh. Fair enough. You take battle damage from your opponent's direct attack. Take control of one face of monster your opponent controls with the highest defense until the end phase. That's pretty bad. The heck is this? I've never seen this in my life. If it is your opponent's battle phase and all monsters you controlled at the start of the battle phase, minimum 2 have been destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Sure. Why not? If summoned this way, choose an attribute and destroy all face-up monsters with that attribute. Your opponent cannot normal special summon monsters with that attribute. This actually seems like kind of a crazy card. I feel like I've never seen it before for some reason. Okay, interesting. Obviously, you can't pick light. It doesn't have protection against itself, but it's kind of an interesting tech. Ooh, this card's actually good. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Amazing first line. If this card is in your hand, you can target up to 2 cards you control, including a face-up, spell, and trap. Destroy them, and if you do special summon this card, if you destroyed 1 card, return this card to the hand during that phase of your next turn, or if you destroy 2, this card gains this effect instead. Any monster sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. This card is nuts. One-sided Macrocosmos, and then basically just can't be destroyed by card effects. This card is insane. It's honestly possibly the best card we could have pulled. I don't even care about the rest of these. Actually, what is this? It's not terrible, but this is possibly the best card we could have pulled from the legacy packs. Like, I didn't even realize they added this card to the legacy packs. This card is like nuts. Wow. Okay. Like, I get like destroying 2 spell and traps is kind of like a heavy cost, but genuinely, like, I feel like that's not that bad, especially for the payoff. Just a indestructible monster that like has a one-sided Macrocosmos built in. That's like kind of crazy. So I think we put that in the deck, honestly. I'm not really sure what we take out for it though is the problem. This card is like, I don't know. I feel like we just can't ignore this card. This card we can probably ignore. This card is kind of weird. I feel like it's just too situational. It could be like good in like certain situations, but I just don't think it's worth playing. I think we do play the Queen of the Blazing Domain though. I'm not really sure what we play it with, but I think we leave Masterpiece in for now. But it is kind of like an equivalent to Masterpiece. I'm tempted to take out the Lord of the Missing Bars. Dude, I'm not sure. It's kind of like a really hard toss-up, honestly. It is nice that it's up to 2 cards, so if I want to go for game, I can just destroy 1. And then it just goes back to my hand, so it's not like gone forever. I can just keep doing it. So that's kind of cool. Honestly, Kaiser Snake is kind of getting on my last nerves. I'm not really sure if I keep this card in or not. I think for now I keep it in. I'm just not really sure what to take out for this card, is the problem. Honestly, I think I might take out Lord of Missing Barrows, even though we didn't get to play it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of situational, depending on like what's in our grave. That's kind of like the only issue I have with it. But at the same time, like if we're like tributing spell and traps or destroying them, like he seems like a decent card. So like he'll have a setup. For now, let's just run it with 41 cards. I don't know what to take out for now. It just seems like a crazy card, and I want to play both of them. I don't know. Nimble Beaver, okay. Is this gonna be like a sprite deck? Or are they playing like Melfi's or stuff like that? Nope, it's Sprite. Yeah, I kind of figure it's Sprite, but you never know. Wow, interesting. I didn't realize they played Hero Kid of all things. Although I guess it is like kind of a decent card. I guess that's why they're playing 55 cards. Just to like not draw the Hero Kid. Who would have thought in 2026 like there's actually people building decks with Hero Kid? Okay. I don't know what they're doing with that. Sure. Until the end of the turn. I don't know why they activated that. It's kind of weird. It started off kind of cool, and then they just started clicking buttons, I feel like. I say that, yet our hand is not the best. Guess at this point I just go for the assailant. Try to swing into the Sprite. That's not the best for us. Let's just change the attack target to this guy, I guess. Then go for Chalice. DD Assailant doesn't have to be destroyed and sent to the graveyard. It just, when it's destroyed by battle, it triggers. So we can still have the Warm Winds up, still get the effect off. No more fun cards like Hero Kid, they're just going for the Sprite Blue now. Big game. I feel like the duel wasn't really unwinnable. I think we just had like not the best starting hand. So let's run it back, see how we do in the next one. Here's the new card. Unfortunately, can't actually use it at the moment. Kind of sucks, but that's fine. Is what it is. Okay, I have no idea what they're thinking about in between plays. At this point, I feel like he shouldn't have a lot to do. It's either like an Informer or Veiler or something. Okay then. Not really sure what happened there, but they just timed out, so another 5 minutes of me sitting here, but we got another win. That's what I'm talking about right there. Perfect. Okay, let's collect our very sad legacy pack. Honestly, we've been actually doing some hits today out of the legacy pack, so I think we're doing some Virus Cannon, that's pretty bad. Curse of the Circle. Target one monster your opponent controls, your opponent cannot tribute it or use it as a synchro material monster. Okay. Not fantastic. That's okay. Actually, what did it say? Did it say it can't activate its effects or it just can't attack? I have to read that back really quick. I'm kind of really tired at this point, so I'm really like reading cards. Burst Rebirth is kind of like decent. Ojama Green. We just got Ojama Black a little while ago. So that's kind of funny. Crabons. Let's go. Not great, but it's okay. Battling Boxer Veil is kind of like an okay battle fader. It's a level 4 warrior as well, so. But nothing crazy overall. Let's go in for one more duel. I'm gonna also read that trap card one more time. I only like skimmed it over. I'll make sure I'm reading it correctly. Okay, can't tribute it. Okay, that's bad. We are finally seeing the Lord of the Missing Barrows, so that's kind of cool. Radiant Typhoon is kind of scary though, not gonna lie. What the heck is this guy playing? It's like he's just playing all his cards. His mouse, normal summon Duel. I'm kind of tempted to see like where this combo goes at this point. Pretty sure you did that just to banish the mouse. Wow, I'm so tired. I'm going to bed after this last duel. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw this one. I'm gonna find a different one. I don't want to play against Malice. The last duel. I feel like that would just be a very sad duel to end things off. I'm starting to think the ultimate offering isn't as great as I thought it might be. It's not come up a single time for us, which kind of sucks. I guess I just played Beckoned. I don't know. Okay. Malice, then Elf Note. Let's go to the next one. Again, I just want like one like piece of Duel left. So I'm gonna take the ultimate offering out for now. I just feel like it wasn't doing really any work for us. I'm gonna put it in Soul Taker, and then I'm also gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna leave that in for now. But yeah, ultimate offering just was not working out for us, so. We're about to go up against yugioh. This man's a legend on the streets. We do have an Xyz play right off the bat, which is kind of nice. Let's just go for that. Start things off. I'm just gonna go for the Gate Cannon. Just has a little restraint. I feel like I'm opening up with Lance and Jelly Cannon a lot lately. I don't know what it is. Now I'm starting to think I should have just played against Malice, honestly. At least Malice combos don't last like 10 minutes, you know? Not gonna lie, truth be told, I just don't want to sit here for that long. We're just gonna keep throwing games until we like find a decent opponent that's just not heavy combo or like super meta that we have some kind of chance at. So. Quite the interesting hand. You just have like 2 normal summons and then 3 back row. So let's see if we can find ourselves a little bit. Wouldn't my monster offer a kaiju? Kind of interesting play. Not gonna bomb this yet. Oh, I should have just bomb listed it right away. That's fine. I can always just jelly cannon the kaiju as well. Okay, never mind. They're just gonna give me a game. Fair enough. That's how we're gonna end off the episode. 3 legacy packs. Love to see it. Dice. This is kind of a funny card. It lets you search any dice card as long as you roll. Was it a 1 or a 6 on your first die roll? Is this the new one? I'm gonna read this card first. If an Xyz monster on the field would activate its effect by detaching its own Xyz material, its controller can banish 1 card from their hand face down instead of detaching one of those Xyz materials. Each player can only use this effect once per turn. Honestly, not that bad of a card. I kind of like this a little bit. I'm not really sure why, but it's kind of nice. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent this turn, you can... Okay, this is not the new one. It's okay. But I would have rather liked the one that would have Smashing Ground. Even though we don't have those cards yet. Okay, those cards are just garbage. Okay, so Xyz Override, kind of decent. Manticore isn't like the worst card in the world, but Xyz Override is like the only thing that's like catching my eye in there, in that like array of cards. Let's see what we can get from the Master Pack though. Two hollows. Ooh, a second kaiju. That's kind of cool. I think the insect one is still a little bit better. A Draco Tail. I'll read that in a sec. I don't know what this does. It just sets a Draco Tail, a spell trap from the deck, so that's kind of cool. So, honestly, pretty good. If we ever get Draco Tails in the future, kind of a decent option. Treg. Well, again, I really need to go to bed. It's like 3 AM, but this card's actually pretty solid. I think we're kind of past that point though, because we don't want to be attacked by our opponent, because that infers we're losing. But deck. Devastation Virus, tribute 1 dark monster with 2000 or more attack. Looking at your opponent's hand, all monsters they control. In all cards they draw until the end of their 3rd turn resolves, destroy all those monsters with 1500 or less attack. Okay. Not super great for our deck, but it's fine. And full armored Utopic Array Lancer. This card's actually kind of decent. And we can use any rank 4 or lower Xyz monster and just discard a spell and trap to rank up into this guy. This card's actually really good. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. At the start of the battle phase, negate the effects to all attack position monsters your opponent currently controls. When this attacking card destroys your opponent's monster by battle, detach 1 material from this card and it can make a 2nd attack, so that's just extra damage. So this card's really good for us. We're going for a lot of rank 4s, so that's just really good. Overall, this pack is actually really solid. A Kaiju and an Xyz monster that we can use. So, the Kaiju I don't think we're going to use. I think we're just going to stick with 1 Kaiju for now. But anyways, that is the episode, guys. Thanks for joining me again. I really appreciate it. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.